Tom, we normally speak to you when things aren't going quite so well, but 2 wins and we get to speak to you. How did your mood change when Gloucester have won the last 2 games?
Yeah, it's great for the squad that we've come through a couple of tough weeks and we're out the back end of that now, and we're really building. We've had 2 wins on the bounce, and we're excited about the challenge, or what the challenge with Newcastle brings, and we're really looking forward to getting up there and getting stuck into it.
Yeah, I suppose there must be a lot of positivity at the moment, especially with the new head coach announcement as well.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we can't control that. We don't know much about that until next year. But what we can control, what we can focus on, is results at the moment. And Johnny Belding has been doing a great job along with the rest of the coaching team. We're all on the same page, and we're really looking forward to getting up there and getting focused and getting stuck into it.
I suppose everyone's got an extra reason to impress, haven't they? Looking at the last 4 games in the Premiership, I suppose really to give yourselves a chance of top 6, you've got to win the next 2, haven't you?
Yeah, we haven't even got that far ahead of ourselves. We know we're 2 games down at that 4-game block that we were looking at it, and we're taking each game at a time. So yeah, we're solely focused on going up to Newcastle and getting a result, which is going to be a big ask. They're a really good side at the moment. They're having a really good season. So we're going to have to be at our best this weekend to come away with that win.
We're used to Dean Richards' sides having a tough forwards pack, and I'm sure they will do, but they seem to have got the expansive backs added to their game as well these days.
Yeah, they've really grown in the last couple of years. You know you're going to have that tough battle up front, like you mentioned, come scrum time, come maul time. But now they've added on that extra dynamic where they're flinging the ball around quite a lot more with some really good backs. So yeah, they're trying that. They're scoring a lot of tries. So you've got to try and sort of nullify that and strangle them in your defensive effort.
And the fast pace that they'll want to add to the game, Gloucester will want to play at a fast pace. I mean, to a big old second row like yourself, is that the sort of game you can still relish? Yeah,
I'll pack the lungs in the suitcase and I'll take it up there and I'll get ready for it. It's obviously they're playing on a 4G pitch now, so that services gives to a high tempo game. But a lot of that is what Dan Tobin has instilled in us this year with that high speed running mentality and the high tempo we're trying to play at. So yeah, hopefully it's the way it's sort of a game that's been built for us on some of the things we've been building behind the scenes with the S&C stuff we've been doing, so hopefully it'll work for us.
And when we talk about going to play on an artificial pitch, we talk about it being new for Gloucester, but in some ways do you notice when you go back to teams a second or a third season after they've installed the pitch that actually they're more used to playing on the surface as well?
Yeah, it's not too much of a thing. You can sort of build it up as much or as little as you want, if you know what I mean. We're used to playing on those surfaces now. They've had it for a few seasons. Saracens have had one. Worcester have got, it's a coconut-based pitch, but it's of a very similar firmness and traction. Hartpury have got the facilities here that we can train on those sort of 3G and 4G pitches. So it's not the norm now. It's like it was when Surrey's first got one, and people were like, oh, they've got this pitch that no one else is going to be able to play on. So it's just another pitch and just another thing that's not taking us away from focusing on the game, which is as soon as the whistle goes, it's just another pitch, and it's the same for both sides.
And looking at the importance of this game for the table, obviously Newcastle very close to you in the table. So in some ways, if you can win this, it just sort of keeps them below you, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I said, we're just focusing one game at a time, and if we can go up there and get a result, we know that's going to be hugely important for us. It's taking points off of them, and they're going on to our tally, and we can keep creeping up that table, which is ultimately what we're going out to do.